Hi everyone. In today's video, I'm going to share my personal experience with the Accenture exam, like how the test went and what type of questions I got and what you can expect when you write it. As you already know that Accenture has changed the pattern of cognitive assessment. Now there is no more cognitive assessment like solving reasoning questions and verbal questions. Now they included gamified round. They eliminated the cognitive assessment and included gamified round. In the gamified round, there are three subsections where it includes maze or a spaceship round. It contains of three questions and each question having a timer of 4 minutes. And you can easily solve these three questions. You don't need to worry. But here the difficulty level will be increased as you progress to the next question. Regarding maze or spaceship, your goal is to create a path. For example, in the first question, you will be getting a 4 by 4 grid where you need to create a path like by rotating the arrows or shifting the arrows, etc. And if you after completing the first question, you will be moved to the next question, and the difficulty level will be increased to 4 by 4 grid to 6 by 6 grid. So in the similar way, third question the difficulty level will be increased from the second question. So it's very easy. You don't need to worry about this. Still, you will get a plenty of time, and it will be solved under 2 to 3 minutes. And coming to the next subsection of the gamified round is select bubbles. Here you will be getting 25 questions, and each question having a timer of 15 seconds. And this is also very easy, but 1 to 10 questions are quite easy. You need to click a bubbles after solving the mathematical equation given by them, and you have to click in such a way that from lowest order to highest level order, like increasing order of the expressions. From 11th question to 25th question, you will be getting a decimals also included in the bubbles, like decimal division, decimal subtraction, like 2.5 by 5, 2.6 into 6, 2.5 minus 3. So you have to practice more number of questions on decimals. So make sure, because in the entire gamified round, this is the only section which makes you feel difficult. From 11th question to 25th question, it requires a practice because we need to solve under 15 seconds. If you are unable to complete that question under 15 seconds, it will be move on to the next question. So if you are unable to solve this, try to click the bubbles, but don't try to leave empty. Okay. And coming to the next subsection of the gamified round is door and key puzzles. Here also you will be getting three questions, and each question you will be getting of 4 minutes. And this also increases the difficulty level after solving one question to the another. Okay, here you need to collect a key and you have to reach the door every time. If you fail to reach, again it will start from the scratch from that question itself. Okay, this is all about the gamified round. What my personal suggestion would be that Accenture is going to send you a mail to attend the mock test. So if you attend the mock test, you will be getting an idea on what kind of questions they have been asking in the exam. However, you also get this practice or mock test during the exam also before proceeding to the main test. But make sure to attend the mock test so that you will be aware of these questions and you will be more confident on those questions. So let's move to the technical round. This is where most people focuses. But I had invested a lot of time on learning Microsoft Office, like remembering the PowerPoint shortcuts and document shortcuts and Excel formulas. But don't do that. I will tell you the sequence of learning for technical round for especially this new pattern is that first learn pseudocodes, because I got 10 questions from pseudocodes, and this is the standard pattern which follows. Out of 10 questions, out of 9 questions are from recursion. 9 questions are from simple like XOR operations and operations. It's quite easy. If you're well and good with pseudocodes, and I assure you that you will get 10 out of 10. First learn pseudocodes, and if you feel confident, then move on to cloud and network security. Regarding cloud and network security, out of 15 questions, I got 10 questions from cloud. which is of scenario based questions, not directly on like what is the example of PaaS, what is the example of SaaS, and what is the example of cloud, define cloud. Out 10 questions I got scenario based. So make sure to practice scenario based questions regarding cloud, and 2 questions from DevOps, and 1 question from OSL layer I got. And so make sure to practice cloud and network security scenario based questions. And since CS fundamentals, out of 13 questions, I got 4 questions from SQL queries. They will be giving a query, and we need to predict the output of the following 4 options. We need to select the correct option which displays the output correctly. And remaining 7 to 8 questions are from front-end technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, MCQs based. So this is the sequence that you need to follow while you're preparing for the Accenture for the technical run. First prepare pseudo course, and then cloud, and then CS fundamentals, and in the end you have to move for preparing Microsoft Office. And coming to the coding round, coding round involves 3 subsections, which involves front-end technology one, and database one, and then backend, which is of coding. I didn't attempted the front-end technology question. I attempted SQL and then coding. Regarding SQL, we usually practice questions from like practicing queries from lead code. In lead code, they will be giving an example input and output with the table, but here they will be not giving like that. Here they will be giving an ER diagram in the bottom. You have to click on the schema, then then you will be getting a display of ER diagram. Based upon the ER diagram and the relationship they established, we need to write a query by looking into the ER diagram. So make sure to practice how to write a queries, SQL queries, by looking into the ER diagrams you will be getting from Google. So make sure to practice all those. And coming to the coding question that I got is 2D matrix, where I need to print a minimum element, and that minimum element should be greater than 0, but it should be unique in the given matrix. For example, let's see. In the given matrix, I got 3 by 3 matrix where I have a positive number from 1 to 6. Here, 1 is the minimum element as you all know, but 1 repeats for 2 times. But we want the element which is unique, right? So we cannot return 1 as the output. And coming to the next minimum element is 2. But 2 also repeats 2 times. So we cannot return 2 as the minimum element. And the next minimum element is 3. But 3 also repeats 2 times. So we cannot return 3 as the output. Next minimum element is 4. But 4 is the unique element which is not repeated in the given matrix. So we have to return 4 as the output. Okay, let's consider the another example. In the given matrix, we have only 2 is the number which is itself in the given matrix, but 2 repeats for 4 times. But our expected output should be unique. So we have to return -1 because there is no such element which repeats only 1 time. If there is a negative number included in the given matrix, for example, if there is a -1 instead of 2 over here in the 0 by 0 position, then we have to ignore that -1 and traverse the remaining elements, because -1 is less than 0, but we have to print a minimum element which is greater than 0 but unique element. If the element repeats, then we have to print next minimum element that should be unique. Okay, these are the questions that I got in my exam. And I also want to share you something else, is that Accenture is going to conduct the exam in different slots, like in the 1 day or 2 day. Unfortunately, I got the first slot in the exam 9 to 12 session. But if you are not under the first slot, if you are getting the second slot or third slot of the same day, make sure to ask your friends what questions they got under the in the first slot, because in the SQL and coding part, few of them are getting the same question as it is what your friends got in the first slot. So make sure first to prepare those questions in the first slot, and then prepare the other questions like substring questions, cadence algorithm, subarrays, and everything. But first give preference to the question what your friends got in the first slot, like, or the previous slots before your slot starts. So this is all what I wanted to share with you all. If you found this video helpful, please do like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want me to share more questions that my friends also got in the Accenture exam, just drop a comment in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell so you will get an update whenever I upload a new video. Thank you all.